What, Anthony?
Got nice knees.
Anthony? Babe,
Ronald McDonald.
what are you doing?
Billy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Boredom and Bailey.
Billy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Boredom and Bailey.
Billy.
Can't even understand why I'm at the computer again.
All right, where's the
Yeah, I don't
truth?
know. Like Boredom and Bailey.
Billy.
Can't even understand why I'm at the computer again.
All right, where's the truth?
I hate it when there's two really good answers.
Like Boredom and Bailey.
I don't know what to
I
pick.
can't even understand why I'm at the computer again.
All right, where's the truth?
I hate it when there's two really good answers.
Like Boredom and
Hey Don, do you remember the
I
answer?
don't know what to pick.
No.
No, I don't.
Nah.
You know, it should
Same
that.
as
I actually don't remember this one. I don't
That's all
remember the
right.
question.
I hate it when there's two
Hey,
really good answers.
David and Laura, if I won the lottery
Hey,
and
Don, do you
I
remember
buy
the
a
answer?
house, but it had to be in Florida, would you move?
No, I don't.
Nah.
No,
You know, it should
Same
that.
as
I
Yes,
actually don't
come on.
remember this one. I don't
That's all
remember the
right.
question.
Don't like pain.
David and Laura, if I won the lottery
Hey
and
Don,
I
do you remember
buy
the
a
answer?
house, but it had to be in
And
Florida,
who
would you
gets
move?
slapped?
Nah.
No,
Same
I
Yes,
actually don't
come on.
remember this one. I don't
That's all
remember.
right.
Hold it on mute.
Don't like pain.
David and Laura, if I won the lottery
Hey
and
Don,
I
do you remember
buy
the
a
answer?
house, but it had to be in Florida,
And who gets slapped?
No, I
Yes,
actually don't
come on.
remember this one. I
That's
don't
all
remember.
right.
Hold it on mute.
Don't like pain.
David and Laura, if I won the lottery
Hey
and
Don,
I
do you remember the answer?
had to be in Florida,
And who gets slapped?
No, I
Yes,
actually
come
don't remember
on.
this one. I
That's
don't
all
remember.
right.
Hold it on mute.
Don't like pain.
David and Laura, if I won the lottery
Hey
and
Don, do you remember the answer?
had to be in Florida,
And who gets slapped?
No, I
Yes,
actually don't
come
remember
on.
this one. I
That's
don't
all
remember.
right.
Hold it on mute.
Don't like pain.
David and Laura, if I won the lottery
Hey
and
Don, do you remember the
There's the teeny martini bar.
Are you on?
Yeah, why don't you come over and join the panel?
I'm not gonna join the panel, but I'll be over. in a
There's the
minute.
teeny martini bar. Okay, hon. Bye.
Bye. Are you on?
Yeah, why don't you come over and join the panel?
I'm not gonna join the panel, but I'll be over. in a
There's
minute.
the teeny martini bar. Okay, hon. Bye.
Bye. Are you on?
Yeah, why don't you come over and join the panel?
I'm not gonna join the panel, but I'll be over. in a
There's the
minute.
teeny martini bar. Okay, hon.
What's up, Paul?
Hey, how you doing? Another day in paradise, right?
Always.
So what's going on with you, Justin? Anything? I saw you were over there with Laura.
Yeah, I went ahead and jumped over here because they're finishing up that last game, and then everybody was gonna come over here and check you out.
Tim sounds a little hungover.
A little bit. So I was looking at, as I was watching JD going live, and
Yeah.
I swear to God, these Amazon links are garbage. Hold on. Why they have to make their links like fucking 16 paragraphs? Like, seriously. Let's see if that will work. Oh my god. Hold on. Let me just go to Amazon. And I'll explain.
Yeah, Paul Hodges has got his Christmas party tonight.
Oh, so he's not gonna be here?
Yeah, no, he and his sister are gonna go to the company Christmas party.
Well, luckily it's Saturday night, so you'll have a lot of people come over. You won't be by yourself. Alright, so
Yeah, no, I was trying something, guys, over there. I was trying to see if I could pull up multiple at the same time. And it doesn't work. It probably works, it just doesn't work for me.
okay, so I was watching JD over on his chat,
Yeah,
and that boy seriously needs a workbench.
oh, really?
And I found one for, this seller doesn't have any more, but there's another guy that has one for 179. If I had $179, I'd totally buy that for JD. That'd be perfect. Put his webcam up top up there.
Well, he's got the money for that.
I don't know. I just like JD. I wouldn't mind doing something
Yeah,
else.
I understand, but he's not in need, you know? Hey, David.
There
Evening,
you-
Paul. Hello,
JD,
Justin. Long time no see.
but you know what's really cool about these that I was looking at, Paul? Is you can get them for, they're $160, right?
Yeah,
But they're offering $150 gift card with them. So you get the gift card, pay it off. That workbench technically only costs you $10.
oh, cool.
Actually a pretty good deal.
Did you send him that link?
No, I hadn't talked to him. I was just looking at him because I was like, he so needs a workbench.
AZ's here. How you doing, AZ?
No, they're getting a workbench, damn it.
AZ said Tim was shoveling beer into every hole he's got.
No, David, if I had the money, I wouldn't mind buying it for him, but I think that would be good for you to do live streams though, JD. It's got a nice bright light. You can mount a webcam right up on top, facing down, and you could do your builds right there.
Evening, Lynn.
I think it'd just be a good idea for your live streams though.
Lenny.
Right here.
Don't give it a.
Oh, I gotta put the link up at the top. Okay, yep.
No.
Yes, Laura.
Yes.
The main people have got it.
Because I've used it so many times, it's in my browser history.
There we go. Should be pinned up there now. Thank you, Laura, for reminding me. AZ was asking you, Justin, what that $150 rebate was. Where was that?
So hold on. I
Better
gotta
put it back up again. Hey, Laura.
Hello.
Let me show you. Now I found another seller that's got it for 160 because this one had it for 150.
Yeah.
Oh wait, here's the $160 one. So they got, or no, it was 170 something. But like right here, so let me share the screen. But there's multiple sellers that are selling this. And they're offering the same thing, so right here. Go back up to the top. So right here, if you do the Amazon Visa card, so if you get it on credit, you get $150 Amazon gift card instantly upon approval. And it's only 160, 170 bucks depending on what seller you get it from. So if you go ahead and just pay that off before the interest kicks in, which I mean, then you literally are paying $10, $15 for a damn workbench with free shipping.
Yeah,
That's not a
Oh.
bad deal.
cool.
I mean, like I said, if you do the credit, you get that deal. That's, like I said, it's not a bad deal at all if anybody's interested
Mm.
and you got the credit for it. Cause you get it upon, it's not like you have to pay it off over so many months and then you get the gift card. You get the gift card instantly. So then you can turn around a couple days later and just pay it off in full and be done.
Mm.
You got a $10, $15 workbench.
Mm.
Cool. I got a ship upbound. I should go get it, but I'm not going to. Too
Yeah,
cold.
You do, JD, but like I said, pay it off instantly right after you buy it. You don't have to keep using the credit card. Nobody forces you to use it. And a lot of people will sign up for shit like that just to get the deals and then they'll never use it again. I mean, you could literally, after you're done doing that, you could shred the card up and throw it in the trash.
Mm.
Hey, Wayne B, how you doing?
Laura,
What?
well, we gave AZ a wrench and we put him in special permissions and he still can't see his chat.
It might just be on here.
Hello, Lynn.
All right, let's see this like $10,000 workbench that David just recommended to him. Let's see.
Don't look at me, Wayne. Nothing to do with me.
Good. God, David, that's $1,300. Jesus Christ.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Yeah.
I was just trying to get him a basic table for doing live streams. Jesus. David's like, here, go buy this like $5,000 table.
How much is that?
No, okay, so the table that I was looking at is $160. If you get the $150 gift card, you
Yeah,
pay
I
the
saw
credit
that
off.
one. That's
Yeah.
that's the one that's not
David
available.
recommended a $1,300 table
Holy shit.
it was a Milwaukee one.
Well, it was a Milwaukee tool company. Yeah, you know, with the rolling
Yeah.
feet and everything, and yeah.
Yeah, David don't buy junk.
There's nothing
You
wrong
saw
with
his
that table.
office.
Like I
You
said,
saw
there's-
his office, Justin. You saw his
yeah, but
office.
there's nothing wrong with that table. I recommended for doing basic
Yeah.
stuff.
Night Train says Tim drank too late last night.
Hi,
Didn't
Mike.
drink too late. Yeah, you fucking reckon? Sorry for the bad language. Too early.
Just remember, kiddies are watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, JD's
I-
got small ears. Careful.
I'm shattered. Oh yeah, that's true. It's true. I'm sorry, JD. Sorry. Oh, God.
Well, now is it really cold there tonight, Laura?
It's 0 degrees, so
Tim,
I'm
did
warm
you,
today.
did you see all the K cups I robbed from the
The hell was that?
shit?
Well, remember he got sent to work out of town.
Oh, he took all that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he took those out of his room,
You're nut.
and he took 8 or 10 towels and blankets.
No.
That's what I used to do.
Wait,
It was
That's what I
4
used to do.
towels, okay? 4 towels.
Oh,
get it
4
right.
towels. Okay,
That's
And then-
what I used to do, man.
Some
Heck yeah.
cups.
there's
Yeah.
his cups. Okay.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah. Man, you got the first thing I do when I walk in is I take all the free shit they give you, I dump it in my bag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
I
I'm-
do too.
that's what
And
you've
then
got. You've got to appropriate them.
Right.
Yeah, and then I put put outside the door every morning that I want the room clean. They come in, refill everything. I do it again. How do you think I get all the little hand soaps from the bathroom in here?
Oh my god, bro.
I mean,
I
if
do
you're
the
gonna,
same thing though.
I mean, if you're gonna pay money for a hotel, you might as well get your money's worth, right?
right, I do the same thing.
Oh, and Sarah says that you blamed her for taking the towels?
Yes, because I brought one home and she thought it was like a really nice towel. She's like, "Oh, try to get some more of those." Don't let her fool you.
Oh damn! Did she? Damn! Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah, next time you need to bring home the AC, the coffee maker, and the TV too.
Hotels, dude. You know how much? That's like $30 worth of freaking K cups.
Yep.
Like
Yeah, it
those
is.
things are expensive.
Yep.
There's at least 25 or 30 of them in there.
Yeah, there
Because
you
they
go.
give you 4 every day in your room.
Oh, that's
And,
pretty
and
good.
you're
though.
going back again Sunday. Boy, you're going to be doing good.
So I got English breakfast, or I got breakfast spoon decaf. I don't even drink coffee. I just took them. English breakfast tea. And the other one
Hey,
was,
that's good stuff right there. That's good. That's like international coffee there. That's good.
so you got cafe valet regular, 100 Arabica coffee. And then there was one other one. Oh, Columbia Select Medium Roast.
Yeah,
Sarah,
you can open
Sarah,
up a hotel.
Sarah denies that she told you to get 2 more towels.
I think she's agreeing to this. I think she's the yeah, I can't say it. I'm still drunk.
So, Laura, how's the birds doing?
I think they're all right. They're in the other room.
It's still saying preparing the ship. Damn it.
Tim, relax yourself.
Yeah, I know. It's fuck. Oh well.
Well,
I'll
you
get
got to
it.
remember it's the weekend over there.
Got more
too.
Twinkies, Tim.
Yeah, true.
Oh, he's got
You got
Twinkies.
Twinkies? Oh, you prick. Send me
Me
some.
me and Tyson share one every night. It's like a ritual now.
You can't get Twinkies over there?
No, we don't have them. Nope. Nope. What is that, Laura? You did.
You know what it is, Tim.
You. bitch.
You trying to give Paul Murray a wrench.
Yeah. Oh my God, I was so drunk. Look at my left eye. You know. Oh
David
God.
says he says every time he stays at the hotel,
What?
expenses go up.
Oh yeah. Because everything replacing.
So they have my picture at the door.
What's up, Curtis? I see.
Well,
dead
they
people.
don't
I
keep
see a
track
dead
of
bird.
anything at that hotel. You'll go in there, right? And you'll walk up to the front desk, say, I need a couple extra towels. They'll be like, okay. They just hand them to you.
Well,
They don't
because they
write-
have a cart that they renew every day anyway. So, you know, what's the point of it?
Wait
Oh
till
my
you
God,
go
I was
next
shattered.
week, Justin, and they actually
me.
say to you, well, Justin, because you've taken all our stuff, here's your toilet roll, dry yourself with that.
Yeah. I
Look
gotta
at
close my left eye. Fuck me, man. I'm fucking drunk, bro. All right.
Put your glasses on. Put your glasses on.
Okay, I got him. Fucking Mars and Mars
gotta
uses
close
just
my
my left
left
eye.
eye.
So
Oh, Mars
Fuck
looks
it up.
sober as shit. And so does Steve.
Mars is, man. Mars is
drunk.
he's cleaned up. He's cleaned up
Put your glasses on.
pretty damn good. You know that Mars and Kaz ain't together anymore?
I gotta close my left.
Mars
Who?
and Kaz separated.
Oh, Paul Hodges is coming in.
Who's
There he
Cat?
is.
Hey,
Hey,
Yeah,
Paul.
I got a couple minutes yet.
Look at this guy.
He's got his party
he scrubs
suit
up
on.
pretty well there.
Yeah.
Holy shit. You got some
Yeah.
what's the name? Some deodorant and nice spraying stuff on. And look at
that.
him.
Look at that.
That's
These are
GQ right there, baby.
Yeah, these are official red green suspenders.
Holy
Yep.
shit, bro. You look good. You look good.
Yeah, scrubbed up well.
Yeah,
Tim.
I can smell
Yeah.
them.
There you go. There you go.
Do I
Get some
need-
cologne on. You're all right. man.
Yeah, I got
Good, Paul.
so.
Tim, do I need to do the Twinkie movie scene?
I thought I'd come in for a few
Oh.
minutes. I gotta feed the dogs because if I don't feed them now, they won't get fed till tonight.
Oh, good.
You ready,
Oh,
Laura?
AZ, I remember that.
You ready, Laura? Watch. I'm gonna do Tim's favorite thing. This one's
What are
been
you
teasing
doing?
me.
No, don't do it, you prick.
Oh,
There goes the
Oh,
Twinkie.
God. Oh, I had to get up off of that one. Ugh. Oh, he's such a dickhead. Oh, he's eating
Mendoza,
fucking
what's up?
Vegemite out of the bottle. Oh, you sick.
hey, would you rather me eat a Twinkie or Vegemite?
Twinkie.
Okay.
Yep.
And Dominic's eating Vegemite.
Okay,
you-
now I can really say, okay, Laura, let it be known, Laura is in charge of my eulogy after I pass.
Have you ever had one of these,
Um,
Laura?
What,
I
Twinkies?
love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I buy them all the time.
Oh, these things are
Yeah.
so good.
They're
Why
good
do
stuff.
you get them and we don't? Why do
We're
you get them
finally
and we don't?
agreeing. They're
Well,
very
you
hard to
can get them
find.
from Amazon, can't you?
No,
'Cause
they
we
don't.
only
Fucking,
we-
no.
Tim, we only send the shit we don't want over there.
Somebody
They're
get on the
very-
phone to
very
you.
hard to
What's
find.
going on?
Oh, yes.
Like all the shit out of our beer
JD's
vat
got it,
goes over
a
there.
Vegemite filled Twinkie. If I could find those, that
Oh,
would be
you're-
great.
JD, you're
Oh, that is
disgusting.
disgusting. That is disgusting. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
need
gonna have
to
to go
find
throw
one of
up. I'll be
those.
right back.
David say, hey, Canadian Larry King is here.
Larry King.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's what I was trying to think of what his suspenders reminded me of, and that's it. Larry King.
Yeah, and his glasses, it just suits it, don't it?
Yeah, he always had the suspenders on.
And with his glasses and he's sitting upright.
Because I was looking at him and I was like, who does Hodges remind me of in those fucking suspenders? And I look over and I see David's comment. I was like, that's it.
Is Larry King still alive?
No, he died, I think,
Did he?
last year.
In 2016.
Son of a bitch.
No, it wasn't that long
Like
ago,
to.
was it?
No.
Oh, let me look it up.
All the years blur into each other.
That's a shame. I
died-
liked him. I liked him.
No, he died January 23rd of 2021.
Oh, okay. I've missed a few years then.
Oh, goddamn.
They
I
all
was gonna say,
blur into each other like Groundhog Day.
I
He
was gonna
probably,
say, I thought it was more recent.
he used to be on like roasts. Like they used to do this show that did a roast and everything.
Yeah.
And,
Night Train. Yep.
and what's her name? And what's her name? Who was it? Snoop Dogg did the roast, and he goes, oh man, it was a funny roast.
Oh yeah, those roasts are funny.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg just attacked him. He was funny as
The
hell.
one of Charlie Sheen was hilarious.
Oh yeah, yeah.
God, dude, they got him good. His ex-wife came up there and roasted him too.
Oh
I agree
yeah,
with that.
talked
I
about the
agree with that
size
line.
and yeah, talked about his size and everything. I was laughing my ass off. Wasn't me.
Even the one of Justin Bieber was pretty funny.
That was a good one. That was like a 4-part, man. A 4-part show.
I just
Video.
hate shit on Comedy Central though because they have so many commercial breaks. Man, it's like every 2 minutes
Yeah.
they go to like a 10-minute commercial break, and I'm like, fucking hate
That's
it.
why I just watch them off of YouTube, man.
Well, that's
why
what
I
I'm
do.
saying. I'll watch it on demand or something, but I'm not watching. I won't watch Comedy Central live because they just have
Right.
way too many commercial breaks.
Right. They're assholes.
Yeah, they're one of those ones that's like 3 minutes of the show and then 10 minutes commercial, 3 minutes of the show, 10 minutes of the commercial. It's fucking ridiculous.
What did Mike put in there? I can't.
He's talking about the Red Green show. That's what
Red Green.
Hodges reminds me of.
Yeah, well, those are official red green suspenders.
Oh,
I went,
okay. Yeah.
I went to
thought the same
the show
thing.
that I bought them. So
Yeah.
No,
I
If
couldn't hear
people-
what you said,
What is
Paul.
it? If people don't find you handsome, at least they'll find you handy.
handy. that's right, yeah.
Yes.
He bought
I
those
couldn't
right
hear.
from the Red
That was
Green
his
show, right?
tagline.
I couldn't
Paul?
hear what Paul said.
Paul,
I
you
couldn't.
you bought those right from the Red Green show, right?
Yeah, he was over here in London, eh? And
Yeah.
I went over and seen him and his show, and I bought these. Yep.
you know what? AZ said you look like the Canadian Larry King.
Yeah, yeah, man.
No, I love
No,
I
you
love
look
the
real-
Red Green
you look-
show.
I must say, you look really good, Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to look for the suspenders because.
Hello,
Yeah.
Chuck. Chuck Kovacian says 1 week till Christmas, everybody.
And
But the-
then,
Oh
thing-
God.
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
remind me.
humbug.
You got red. You got to have red and green for
Yeah.
Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh man, Curtis
yeah.
cleared.
Duct tape and duct tape fixes everything.
Yeah,
See
yeah.
that?
No.
Curtis
Or
what?
Loctite 401.
So Curtis
took
cleared
me-
three 240-foot grids. No joy.
They took me off of my job
Mhm.
tomorrow. Fucking dick.
Oh,
All right,
see.
I got Tuesday and Wednesday still.
Yeah, I'll be having Christmas lunch in a couple of hours in a week's time.
Go time.
Yeah, well, if you had a lunch like yesterday, today,
In 2 weeks' time, it'll be New Year's Day.
I hate
I'll be the
Christmas.
first one. I'll be one of the first ones to see it.
no, me too. Probably before you, Brett.
No, I'm an hour in front of you.
Oh, you're a dick.
Okay, now what you need to do,
I need to drive down there.
You should get Mad Kiwi on the show.
I gotta wear this jacket tonight.
No, I
but
tried to get.
a
I
sample
tried to get.
racing one.
A good
Oh,
one.
I like
just-
that.
Yeah.
I like that, Paul.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hate Christmas.
Is that what you're
You
wearing
need to
tonight?
you need to do a stream with you, me, and Mad Kiwi on
Yeah.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
He
I
he
could
gets
ask.
to go. He gets to go first.
I'll ask
Uh,
him. I'll ask him in a message.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I
He
do have
goes.
a date tonight, AZ. I want you to know that I do have a hot date tonight.
Hey,
do?
Good one.
Who is it,
Kiwi
Paul?
from
Come
Australia?
on,
Huh?
Paul. Who is it? Who is it?
Diane.
His sister.
Diane,
Yeah.
his sister. Oh,
Are we in
oh,
the
that's a
South?
good catch,
or
bro. That's a good catch. Diane's a very good cook.
Are
Yeah.
we?
I want her to come over here so she can cook for me. Yeah.
Justin wants to know how well you actually date with your sister.
No, I said, are we in the South? What's going
Yeah.
on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's funny. Well, there's a bit of a story to it, but this is a company Christmas party. But anyway,
Oh, okay.
she drives for the same company in West Lawn. So her husband Bobby, they were coming to the party too. So Diane asked me if I was going. I said, well, I didn't really want to go, but I had some people at work threaten me to go. So I decided I would. So, and then she goes, oh, do you need company? Because, my other sister was going to be there, right? It's a free meal. What the hell, right?
Right.
Well, then I found out now yesterday or day before yesterday, my other sister's not going now. So that's okay. Maybe I'll dump my sister there and find somebody new. Yeah.
Just remember, Tim, cousins make dozens.
I'm telling you.
Hey,
Um,
Paul, where is the dinner at?
It's in Elmer.
A fancy restaurant or what?
It's what do you call it? It's oh great.
It's not Elmer Fudd's place, is it?
Oh no. It's Saxonian Hall.
Oh, okay.
And the food's all being catered in, So
So
And
is
they
it the bus company or the school
Yeah,
district
bus
paying
company,
for it?
they got
It's the bus
Yeah.
company, right,
Oh.
Paul?
yeah, they got a bar there too, but if anybody needs to drive home, they got buses there, so
It's going to be
That's
a
what I
battle
need.
royale between Batter and First.
Yeah,
Kids
good point,
Stadium.
Mike.
I need a bus.
Well, you don't want to be busted.
I am.
but hey, have a few drinks and everybody lose their license and impaired driving.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Monday
I
morning.
think you've got at least one designated driver there, wouldn't you?
Oh, my sister, she don't drink.
And you
That's a
got
good
one
start.
person. No, you just get one person to drive one of the buses and just haul all your
Yeah.
drunks home.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. But the thing is, my sister drives herself, so I don't have to worry about that. Well, she's closer to it than I am, so.
What's today? Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Hey, AG, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. You really wouldn't believe me. Right next door is Tim Hortons.
Oh, a little
What
Kahlua
did
and
she
coffee.
hear? What did Sarah hear when she lived in North Carolina? What she's here? Sarah
What?
said y'all heard that when we lived in North Carolina.
Oh, cousins make dozens.
Yeah, my uncle used to say that all the time.
Okay, so I'm going to bring the plates up here on share the screen. Okay, just for a thing here. So this is where I'm going to call the Saxonian Hall right here. Okay, be right next door. Oh, look at that, Tim Horton.
Hey.
Tim Hortons, huh?
Oh, now that's the
Know
line.
where you're going. You know where we're
So
going.
Paul, go
That is
over
very
there.
lucky.
Paul,
I'm
go
going-
over there.
Mm.
Well, go over there and get a coffee and dump a little Kahlua in it. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Hello, Irish cream. I did not end that live last night. I know I went almost 7 hours, but
Mika Steve says you did it.
mm-mm.
We need a lie detector test.
I made him host, and then I was going to bed.
And Mika Steve says you hit the button,
I don't remember hitting it.
the
I
end
wasn't
button,
I might have. I was drunk. as hell.
because there's two buttons. One is the end button and the other one is the leave button.
Yeah, but he couldn't even see Paul. He went from looking at 3 screens to 9.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and besides that,
12.
he was doing the pirate thing, you know?
Yeah, I was, man. I couldn't see. I made it into the bedroom. I just lied down and just woke up. Can't do that anymore. Fuck, I'm too old for that shit.
I haven't heard anything back from Ron Lockwood. I sent him a message about an hour ago, but if you heard anything that happened to be his friend or something, you know, that missing.
Night Train says Justin never takes Sarah out anywhere.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Oh, whatever. We went to Busch Gardens together like not even a month ago.
Yeah, we saw the video. Yeah, you're still getting over what that monkey did to you.
Yeah, it was a little concerning.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Remember, Tim, closer the can, the deeper it goes in.
Oh my fucking god. You see Steve's desk that he got? Man, that's a solid desk, bro.
Oh yeah,
Great
yeah.
desk.
It's heavy. I mean, there's nothing worse than
Solid.
having a computer desk that like moves with the littlest, you know,
Yeah.
and you knock into it and the whole fucking thing shakes.
Yeah.
He just ordered his motherboard and RAM. He got a 550 Betamax MSI board. Mine's a 450. His is a 550, which is going to be really good for him. Oh, Sarah's sticking up for Mike, bro.
Of course she is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's going next to the New Year's Eve party the boss is having by herself.
Mm.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's not,
No way.
and the thing is it's his
Anna,
wife.
Anna.
It's his
Yeah,
wife.
justify it.
It's his wife.
Mm-mm-mm. 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 I'm sorry, Sarah. Unreal. Next time you'll get a better one.
Oh, whatever.
Oh God. Them guys that always stay in that RP server but won't go to a fucking dinner.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's Justin's boss is having a New Year's Eve party and he won't take her.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
It's not
That's a
my
shame.
boss. It's his wife, and Sarah's friends with her.
But it's your boss's
dude.
house.
Oh, your boss.
No, if you met his wife, it's his wife's house.
His wife. Oh, really?
She's the boss of that house. Trust me.
Okay, yeah.
And did you say Sarah's friends with her?
Yeah, they used
Then
to
you've
work
got no
together.
excuse not to take her.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
She'd
Right.
understand.
It's a shame.
You might have just
Don't-
dug a bigger hole there, Justin.
I get bored.
Not
over
long
there.
enough, Mike. Not long enough, Mike, because you don't know the, you know,
Justin says he gets bored over there.
keep the wife happy.
Happy wife, happy life.
Coming from somebody with like 17 divorces, Tim.
17. He said 17.
Burn
divorces.
Janet.
Who
Yeah.
knows how many illegitimate children?
Yeah. I got 5, but I think I got 15. Oh my god. Yeah, JD, I'm telling you.
Oh, JD's barely married. I'll let him fool you.
Well, you know, he's in with the in-laws. You might as well consider him off the market.
Didn't he do that thing this weekend or something? Yeah, he
He
went
used
to
to take your Legos with you.
There you go, Justin. Just remember the crayons too.
Mike says he's up to 25 years.
Yeah, I would have been
Sounds like a life
28,
sentence.
29. I would have been 29 years if me and Lynn stayed together. Or else. Plays the same damn video over and over. I thought it was like a something.
It's a screensaver, ain't it?
No, it's YouTube.
Yeah.
Or
AZ says, Justin, become friend with the boss's wife, then you can have a private party.
oh yeah. You and the wife. Or you and the never mind.
Yeah, we know what
Yeah,
you
Got
got.
your
Tim-
ideas.
Tim's rolling it into a threesome. That's what he's doing.
JD,
Please
when are
put your
you?
keys in the bowl.
I'm just curious when JD's sending out the invitations to his wedding.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
that shit's
I heard it was New Year's Eve and only certain people were invited.
look at JD.
So I guess we don't get. He said put him in the corner with those Legos and the juice box.
Legos in the juice box. Sippy cup.
Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah, I got a message from Steve that said, "Are you okay?" Yeah, I'm fucking now I am.
That's a good start.
Oh my god. I don't think he's even up yet. What time is it? Fucking 8:30.
Mike said a YouTube wedding. JD said bend over, Justin. Got a special invitation for you. Like I said, JD, one day somebody's gonna call your bluff and you're gonna be standing there with your dick in your hand.
Oh
Literally.
my god. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Well,
too much information.
that's like Justin doing his helicopter routine.
Oh, that was funny, bro. That was
Technically, that was JD's material. He gave me shit about that. He's like, "He's over there stealing my material."
that was funny though. This TV ain't doing what I wanted to do.
AZ says dinner from McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Italy. Flying over Italy.
Mm. Nice.
You know, if Tim
Dude,
ever
don't know
actually,
anything Biden.
well, if Tim actually ever flew his drone, he could put his own footage up there.
Yeah.
Um,
I was hearing from Ron Subway for the win, right, Mike?
the what?
He was talking about Ron's story the other night about how he took Michelle to Subway and she was all happy about it. And the other chick dumped him because he took her to Subway. She thought it was an insult.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and the thing was, it wasn't a formal dinner. They were going someplace, and she says, "I'm hungry," so he went into a Subway, and she got all pissed.
Who's that?
Really?
This other chick.
Ron was seeing this girl. He was starting to date this chick. She
Ron
said
who?
she was hungry.
Ron
Ron
Lockwood.
Lockwood.
Oh,
So he takes her to a Subway to grab something quick to eat. Well, after
Right.
they left, she was all quiet with Ron and stuff, and he asked her what was wrong, and she literally said, "I have never had a guy take me to Subway, a place like Subway before." Like she thought it was an insult. Well,
good.
a little bit later, he got up with Michelle. I don't know if it was a few months or a year or whatever. And I think he said it was a few months later is when he met Michelle or whatever. And she was hungry and she asked Ron, can we go to Subway? Do you have a Subway around here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so,
Oh my God.
It's just like,
And
like
you
Dave-
wonder why I'm single. You
The
wonder
other
why
one
I'm-
was a little snooty.
You wonder why I'm single.
sometimes why some of these women are single or they go on the dating site, they're looking for a sugar daddy,
Yeah,
See,
exactly.
I'm lucky. Laura's just
Yeah.
happy with McDonald's, KFC, or Taco Bell.
Or Tim Hortons.
I
No, she
can't
don't get
find
that
a
one.
woman
That's
that
too
doesn't-
posh.
All the women I fucking meet.
Laura
they walk.
deserves all the Tim Hortons you should be just giving her Tim Hortons every day.
I made her a cup of Tim
He
Hortons.
does.
Tim, Mike and JD are going at you. in the
Oh,
chat,
there
by
you
the
go.
way.
You got the cup and everything. All right.
Yeah, I had a Tim Hortons today.
Oh, that is
Not
fucked
from
up,
the shop,
right?
though.
All right, bro.
We bought the powder stuff.
The K cups, or did you buy it where you measure it out?
Measure it out.
Yeah.
If you're interested, I got plenty of K cups for sale.
Fucking unreal.
Well, as we know how much you paid for them, you give us the money, and we won't tell them you've took them.
I know Laura was wanting to know what hotel I was in the other day, so she could call and warn him.
What's that guy's name? Johnny Tech. The teeny bar. There it is. Hey. Whoop, whoop. See some. See if
JD
my,
said
girl-
Tim can't get past the child lock.
Oh, the teeny bar. Yeah. Is it jumping?
Pretty much, yeah, it is. Look at the people in the my hostess with Moses is there. Yeah,
Oh,
nice
good.
ass.
But if he
Yeah, buddy. Tim can't get past the child lock. All right, JD, I remember that, bro.
go there, how do you turn it on?
Thick. my
Oh, you
God.
know what was really fucked up, Tim, right? Is I connected my Amazon TV to my Amazon account. Well, there was a bunch of pictures backed up to it that I forgot about.
Oh shit!
And it was using them all the pictures from my account from the free cloud service that I got. And a couple pictures popped up on the TV and Sarah had to rip the cord out of the wall real quick because the kids saw one of them.
Oh my God, really?
Whoopsie.
Jesus!
So I
The
had to
kids
go-
didn't see it, did they?
I think one of them did or something, and then Sarah had to hurry up and turn the TV off.
Holy crap,
But
bro!
I went and ended up going. Completely forgot about these Amazon because I got a free like 100 gigs from Amazon for cloud storage a long time ago,
Yeah.
and all this shit started backing up to it, and I didn't realize it. So I went in there and wiped it all out and cleaned it all out. If
That's why I
like
don't back up. I don't back up shit. Nope. Screw that.
Yeah.
I had a video from a long time ago. I didn't know it was on my phone, and I met this new girl, and she went through my phone, and then I found it. She goes, "Who's this?" I'm like, "What does it matter?" I'm like, fuck. He got all pissed off. But luckily, it was time stamped because then she can't say I fucking did anything.
Mm.
Never gets past this girl here. It resets.
Yeah, that's what mine is though.
What a bugger.
All right, Mark.
I wanted to say more.
Yeah.
Say
I
with
don't
the
know.
cam.
Yeah, see that even guys in the chat are saying repeat, repeat. Yeah, I don't know. Why is it doing that?
Have a look.
Toby Carberry.
Yes.
He's talking about that's where he'd take girls at.
Hey, guys, I just got a text message from Ron Lockwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jackie is okay. She's fine, but it was her coworkers.
Really?
Okay.
Co-workers died in the plane crash.
Yeah, his friend Jackie that he worked with,
Yeah.
she's okay.
All right. That's,
Okay.
well, I mean, it's still sad the other people, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's good for Ron.
So she
Yeah.
must not have been on the flight.
No, she wouldn't have been on the flight because the other ones are missing. Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
Robert.
good to
Russell.
start.
Damn, bro.
Russell.
Hey, Custo.
What's
Oh, you son of a Russell.
up, Robert?
Russell.
So
Yeah,
she-
it is good news, but still
Yeah,
tragic.
for sure, JD.
hmm Hey, Curtis, how are you, boss?
Well, like I told Ron
What's
too,
up,
I
people?
said I told Ron, I said, that's gonna be a hell of a call right there, especially if she don't answer. I said, oh,
Yeah. Damn.
So Curtis,
I
no
didn't even
joy.
hear
did
that.
you?
so Curtis, tell us about what you did today. You were talking about in the chat earlier.
I don't think his mic's working. Oh, he's sharing.
It was working. He talked and then Justin talked over him, so I didn't know what he said.
Yeah, that's the way you guys are.
Ha!
Always talking over people.
Yeah.
Yep. What'd you say?
Oh, there you guys are out. Oh,
Where's the
I saw the dog.
optimize for video? There we go.
There's the dog looking for him.
There's Puppers number one. They had 2 dogs.
Why do they have the dogs out on the water?
2 dogs.
Can they?
They're cadaver dogs. Cadaver dogs. I mean, not cadaver.
They,
Scent through
they-
water?
Diver?
they can smell dead bodies underwater.
Really?
Yeah. So
Never thought
the
dogs could do
smell,
that.
once the smell is released, it actually comes up through the water and releases into the air, and they can smell it. You'll hear him get one hit right here in just a second.
Oh, wow.
He'll start barking like crazy.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah, I wouldn't think the smell would go through water like that. That's
Right,
crazy.
me neither. Yeah, me neither. The fuck are they showing me here? Alright, never mind.
And here we are doing our waiting game.
Oh, don't tell me that they used you to find the body.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
cold,
what they're
Jim.
up to.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm nice and toasty warm.
You don't look nice and toasty warm, buddy.
So, shit, what was I gonna ask you?
Hey, Paul, I gotta run.
Okay, Paul. Hey, have a
Okay,
good
good
time.
luck.
Yep,
a good
see
Have
ya.
a good time.
Yep, see ya.
Enjoy.
Have a good time, Paul.
Keep strolling and trolling.
Dude, he dressed
How-
up nice. He looks really good.
Curtis, how big do you think that lake is roughly?
It's about a mile in diameter. Well, not diameter, but it's sort of
Across, a
around.
mile across, or
Yeah, it's about a mile across. In a couple sections, it's a little bit closer. So the way we got a lot more information for you guys now that I've done this. So the way that we did this was we sent. You don't want any distractions for the dogs, so we pulled everybody out of the water that was on the lake. We had a couple
Mhm.
fishermen that weren't happy about it, but they were like, "Hey, you got to leave. The police are here." So we sent one dog out in a boat, and he would get a hit. And the way they get a hit is they will bark and then they will lay down. That's the way this guy he's trained his. They will lay down in the direction of where they smell the cadaver.
Oh,
And then they will go away from that spot and they will go to they will circle around from another direction based on the wind. And they will approach that same spot from another direction with the wind
Mhm.
behind them. And if the dog gives a second hit, then they will again go to another direction and come back at it and see if the dog gives a third hit. So the third hit, they will geotag that location,
Mhm.
and then they will move around the lake. And in this particular case, we got 4 hits from the first dog, and then they sent
Really?
the second dog out that was trained by another person, a local person. This guy was the one that came in. By the way, I said earlier he was from California. He's not. He's from Oregon. I just wanted to get that corrected. The second dog only gave us 2 hits, both of them were, where am I getting that echo from? Oh, I know. The second dog came in and gave us 2 hits, but they were similar to the ones that the first dog did. So then, meanwhile, we're sitting on this pier freezing our butt off, and the divers are behind us from where that video was I just showed you. They send another boat out with underwater sonar, and he drops it down to about 20 feet and circles around that area and sees what kind of hits he can get. And he he confirmed a couple of them that they were possibilities. From that point on, I was really surprised. They put they had us put the ROVs in the water, and they had us search them out from there. The divers didn't get in the water, but it was freezing out there. So I kind of get it, but I thought for sure the divers would be ones to jump out there. I searched, and Jim searched one grid, and I searched another one. 2 240-foot grids. We didn't find anything.
Oh, damn, really?
Well, in all reality, if they don't find him in the next couple days, though, the gases from his body, he should float to the surface, right?
No, he's weighted down.
Oh my God.
We are 100%. So there's some additional information that was given to us that I can't reveal, but we are confident that he's in that water. His backpack is missing from his house, his school backpack. And there are certain other items that were found on the dock that he left behind with some notes and stuff. So we are sure he's in that lake.
Like a mob hit. Jesus.
And his he lives in that area as well. He's like 2 minutes away. So he's very, very familiar with that lake.
So they're saying suicide.
Yeah, it's definite suicide. And they're saying the reason why there was Facebook posts, there was an traumatic event in his life that I say it was a traumatic. It wouldn't have been traumatic for me when I was a kid, but you never know kids nowadays.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
How old was he?
I'm not allowed to give the age.
General, teenager
In school. Yes.
Yeah.
Teenager
Oh
in
man, come
school,
on.
high school. I can say that.
Is he went down and he parked the car down there, right?
Yes. Yeah. There was a car parked there. Keys were left in it. There were personal items that were important to him that he left on the dock.
Right.
Well, he's got to be between 16 and 21. So
And there's
20.
it's also a gated community, which I didn't realize it was a gated community. He has keys to that portion of the park where he left from.
Let himself in.
Yeah. In fact, he was let's see if I can say this. Okay, I can't say this, but he had full access and responsibility for that park.
Okay.
So he knew that area very well.
Something must have happened with traumatic, but still, that's not.
Well, and there were drugs involved, which increased the negative aspects of what he was going through.
Yeah.
He went into a big depression.
Went into a big depression with it, and just didn't want to deal with it anymore.
Well, when you leave notes, that's when I know that, you didn't want to do it. You're trying to reach out when you leave a note. If you just do it to do it, like do it right away.
Well,
and
that's
don't tell
not
anybody.
necessarily, Tim, that's not necessarily true, because my brother-in-law took his life, but
Yeah.
he was in a medical condition that there was no recovery, and it just became a point that it was all they were doing was propping him up to keep getting money out of him, is the way he felt, and he just didn't want to live his life that way anymore. He felt that if he couldn't live his life, and he left several notes that said, I am taking my own life. This is not a joke. And he was very specific about where his money, and he was wealthy. He left quite a bit of money. But yeah, not everybody not
everybody is, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's kind of a generalization we probably shouldn't make.
But the thing is,
because I took my life twice, and I actually died. I came back, but when I saw what it did to my mother, nah, never again. I'll wait my turn. But yeah, I guess you're right. Everybody
handles things differently.
Yeah,
right. It's a shame, but
go ahead, Justin. You wanted to say something?
go ahead.
I did talk to the mother and the father when we were done today. We did get the divers in the water and they went on a couple of very specific spots, but even with the dry suits, it was so cold there. They didn't want to stand there too long. So we're
They
going
get
to go
paid by
back
the minute, right? They get paid by the minute.
Ooh,
Divers.
this is all volunteer work.
All
dude.
volunteers.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so the police department put as much resources as they could into it. But you know, they've got a budget they got to deal with and they have other things that they have to take care of. So there's only so much that they can do. So that's when the volunteers come in. And one of the guys is a police officer. He was off duty and a diver.
Mhm.
We had a Navy diver there. We had a couple of retired guys. But it was a pretty good crew. I liked the way it was done professionally and everything. And there was
Yeah.
they had a very specific way they wanted to do things. And we fit right into it. I was surprised they put us in the water as soon as they did.
That's cool.
Well,
Yeah, I
unfortunately-
covered 2 of the 240-foot grids, and Jim, the other guy that was in the video, he covered another one. He's still learning so he's been one of the guys that goes out with me and does some of the live stream things that I do, and he's got a pretty good handle on it. I thought he was kind of screwing up though, because he didn't launch from where I showed you guys in the video. I thought we were going to both launch from there, but one of the hits was on another dock. So he jumped in a boat and went over there, and he got on a floating dock it's like a diving dock that's out in the water. And and he started diving before I did. So when my battery got down to next to nothing, I'm sitting there looking at him. The divers are in the boat and they're out in the water. And I'm like, well, you're going to be stuck over there, you dumb shit.
Well,
But he
you
was
know-
all excited about getting out there, and he thought for sure he was going to be the one that was going to find him, because that was where one of the strongest hits was.
Well,
But-
Curtis, you're 100% right about that, right? If it was a search and rescue, they would have a lot more time and effort in it. But you know,
Oh yeah,
Right.
when
this is,
they pretty much know he's gone, then
It's a
you know,
recovery.
yeah,
yeah.
they
this
can't
is a
dump
recovery
bunch
thing.
of
They can't
resources.
keep doing it just forever. You know, at a certain
Right.
point, they only
Right.
have a certain amount of resources they can do, and nobody's holding the police. You know, nobody's saying anything to the police about not being able to continue doing it. They turned all the information over to the lead diver, the guy that was in charge of today's search and recovery. So he had all the information from all the previous dives and the previous work, all the sonar information that they did. And we did a powwow this morning. They brought us breakfast and everything. And we looked over everything that they had given us. And from that, we decided, okay, we're going to attack from this point and this point, et cetera, kind of go that route.
Now,
Set up bridges.
do you think it's possible though that he could have faked it? Not to say he did, but I mean, that's a possibility. maybe?
Anything's possible, but
I
likely
was just
Anything's
probably
possible.
not.
Anything is possible, but considering I can't reveal certain things, because it would reveal who he is.
And it depends what the note said. You know, some things are fakeable, but it depends on.
Well,
what
there
the note
was no note. He made postings on YouTube about how he was not happy with his life and he wanted his life to end and stuff like that.
said. Okay.
There was no "I am going to kill myself" post, but there were several posts that would lead a normal person to look at them and say, "Hey, this guy's in danger. We need to look a little bit closer."
He put hints out. He put
Yeah.
feelers out there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah,
Well,
mothers.
Curtis,
they
I
take
went
all
out
of it.
today. I went out today and flew a ship, and on the way back, I got something that I think is kind of interesting.
Share.
That I
A UFO.
will probably show you guys.
Well, we would love to
UFO?
see it.
I
So
would
you
hope
guys,
so
you guys
after
hearing me
leading up-
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
I
Okay.
would
Did
hope
you
so,
did you
with
get a video
leading
of
up to
Justin
that.
eating a burrito? Justin
Shut
up,
eating a burrito.
Tim.
Can you see it all right?
What is that? What are they
That's
doing?
that's a St. Clair County dive team.
Oh shit.
It's just north of the bridge. And I zoom in, and I swear right over here behind his shoulder is an ROV.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
What makes you think it's an ROV?
Well, you'll get a better shot here in a minute.
If you look out
Oh,
into
yeah.
the water when you were approaching,
It's because it's yellow.
When you were approaching that, you saw a little whiteness like in
Oh,
the,
did I not hit the buttons?
It's
don't
kind
know.
of jerky.
Oh, hey, hang on a minute.
I can
Stop.
see it all right.
I mean, it's a little blurry on mine, but I don't know if you hit it. It might just be zoomed too.
It wasn't blurry for me, so it must be your internet.
The
Just,
reason I asked about my mic real quick while Paul's
Don't
setting that
even
up is
start.
on StreamYards, you can't. Yeah, I always have problems with my mic on StreamYards.
yeah.
See, there it is, sitting right there.
Well,
And there's
what's
the
that
fins.
tether that they're pulling in? What's the tether?
I don't know.
That's not, they might not have, they might have another one out in the water.
Right.
I mean, that's not.
Does that
wouldn't-
look like a tether like you'd use on
That-
yours?
I don't see a tether.
See, right? You
Yeah,
see in
he's-
his hand?
Oh yeah, now I see it. So that actually looks like a magnet, like he's tossed a magnet out there.
Huh. Yeah, because tethers, aren't they colored like orange or?
Well,
That's yellow.
They probably match the
yellow?
drone, I'm assuming, right?
they're normally yellow, but I mean I've got a 2,000 pound magnet that the cable is yellow, so that doesn't necessarily mean
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. But see, that
Mhm.
looks like an ROV, doesn't it?
That does look like an ROV sitting over there. That would be about the right size. I don't. So there's no remote controls in his hands. I don't see any reason why he would be pulling on the tether like that unless he was going to be pulling it out of the water.
Mm-hmm. Now, go to the start of the video, Paul. When you're coming in, it looks like there's something in the water right there, right
It does.
there.
Looks like something right up in here.
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, but they could be doing 100 million different things. They could be
Oh, sure.
practicing.
Right.
He could just be
Right.
trying to yank a big piece of trash or something out of the river. I mean, there's no telling.
Yeah. Get another coffee.
He could actually be working on something that's underwater for the city or something too, you know? Like a pipe or something.
Well, I do know that the sonar team, when they were out there mapping in the hot spots, they would drop buoys specifically for the divers to go out and do a circular, what they call the expanding circle.
I really hope they find him though, because that's got.
Oh, they will. They will. I have no doubt about it. Now that I've been out there and I've gone through the process, it's not a fast process. It's something that may take 2 or 3 weekends, but I'm really confident at this point that we're going to find him.
But do you think, like, it's like, say you search one area though, and then you guys come back like a week later, is it possible he could shift back into that area you already searched and then you guys overlooked that, or do you guys go back over the same?
So
areas again?
every lake, every river would be different. If it was a moving body of water, I would say he would probably move, but we're talking a mile generally. It's not a real circle, but it's circular lake.
Right, like kind of oval.
And it's not river fed. So really the only current is the wind blowing across the top of the water.
Okay.
Which is
Sarah's right. She says as a mother, I couldn't imagine what his mother is going through.
she was a rock. I got to tell you, I was really impressed with her. She was more concerned about us being cold and not having coffee or she was bringing donuts and Subway. Yeah. She was very, very appreciative of what we were doing. And she was very understanding that the situation that we were in weather wise was not very conducive to doing something like that.
That's gotta be hard. And like I said, hopefully you guys find him for sure, because that's, it gives her a little bit of closure, her and the family.
Yeah, her and her husband. Her husband is the guy that was driving the boat, by the way. That she said the irony of it was that boat was for sale, the one you saw the dog on. That boat was for sale, and they had a possible buyer a month ago who kind of backed out in the last minute, and they forgot to put the boat back up for sale. They thought he was going to buy it, so they took it down. It was on Craigslist. And that boat has been very, very helpful in this search so far in the ways that we've used it. putting the dogs on it and then putting the guy with the drop sonar on it where he drops it into the water. That was very helpful. And then he ran Jim, the other drone pilot, he ran him over to a floating dock, and Jim worked from that dock towards me where I was. And I
Welcome, Joe America.
Hey, Joe.
So are you guys gonna go out again?
Yes. I managed to run into, just in the last, as my battery was kind of dying down, I ran into the biggest rat's nest of fishing line you've ever seen. And for the last 10 minutes, I've been cutting it out, but I need to do some cleanup on the ROVs. It's going to rain tomorrow. So for me, getting the ROVs out there tomorrow is kind of a no-go. And then the holidays are coming up on us. We may get out there Thursday or Friday. But yeah, we're very confident based on all the information that we have, that even if we just continue with the grids that we're doing and clearing those grids, that we're eventually going to find him.
I hope
Well,
so.
you know, the next step up for you, it would be a one-man underwater sub.
No, the next step up for me would be get the one that is actually built for this stuff, which is the W6.
To be honest, Curtis, I hope you're not the one that finds them, because that'd be hard to look at on the screen.
You know,
what I'm
and
saying?
to be honest with you, Justin, I've talked to some of my friends, and a couple of them are like, "Oh, you're a pussy, Kurt, go do it," you know. But I talked to specifically one of my friends that's a fireman in New York, in New Jersey, and he said the best way to deal with it is think of the absolute worst case that you could possibly think of the body being in, and then go do it. And then when you get there, it's not as bad.
Yeah, but that's to me, that would still be a little creepy though. Like, you know, if you're just going through the water and all of a sudden, boom, you just like see his face.
Right,
or
you're right
something.
on top of him. Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be.
Yeah, and the visibility was at times I was getting like 8 foot of visibility, and other times I was getting as little as 3 feet of visibility. So yeah, it would have been, I would have been right on top of him at times. But I think I'm going to be able to handle it. So
How deep is the deepest part of that lake?
45 feet was the deepest, the center of the lake. And if you look at it, I mean, it's hard to say what's going through somebody's mind when they're going to do something like this, but we all kind of talked about it, and everybody seems to agree that if you were going to do it, you would want to go to the deepest part of the lake, especially considering you knew the lake.
Right.
So, and if you're going to do this, you're probably, and that's where we concentrated a lot of what we were doing, was on the deepest
And the
part of the lake.
assumption is he paddled out there on a paddleboard, right?
Right. The family owned a paddleboard, which was, I don't put as much weight behind that one now, knowing that they only live 3 minutes away, knowing that he had a key to the property, and it's a park with a diving, a big long diving dock on it, and there's a floating dock out there as well. There's several of them, but this one was one that was tied to this particular park, and he had a key to it. He was in charge of cleanup there. So the fact that, you know, that the paddleboard was in the water, it doesn't quite, you know, my first thought was, oh yeah, the family owned it, you know, he took it there, but it's entirely possible it could have just been there, because a lot of people are storing their stuff there from that lake.
But you said it was found floating out in the water, right?
Yeah, it was found at another dock, just bumping up against the dock. The current, the winds blowing across the top of the water had blown it over in that direction, as well as one of his shoes.
Now, I don't know if you're allowed to say, but is he the only child?
No, he is not the only child.
That's going to be hard, man.
And I spoke with one of the brothers, and they're dealing with it pretty well. I mean, some time has passed. Today would be 2 weeks. So there's been some time that has passed, and they've been dealing with it. So they want to know, you know, they want to bring him home. They want to bury him.
They just want some closure.
They want closure. Yeah.
That's why I said I hope they do find him, because.
Well, it's good. It's good of you, Curtis, to go out there and do that.
Oh yeah, and I had no problem doing it. And everybody was really everybody was impressed with the visibility we were getting with the ROVs.
Mhm.
They were not expecting what we were able to deliver to them. But honestly, really the W6, and I've shown it to you guys before, it has what we call shore power. We could put a generator in that boat and we could set up a grid. The 2 lasers on the bottom would keep it off the bottom. There's 2 lasers to the front. You can set it up to stop, within 2 feet of an object that it comes in front of, and just set up a grid pattern and on that lake, pull
Just send
that
it
lake
on
up
its
on
way.
GPS and just follow it all day long. And eventually
really?
it would do the whole entire lake. Instead
Wow.
of sitting there trying to guess, hey, this would be the best spot, that would be the best spot. You just get on the boat and you just ride the boat and follow it around.
Is there any place you can rent one or
No,
lease?
no, it's 40 grand.
Damn.
$40,000, Tim.
$40,000. And that's
Wow.
that's with no attachments.
Well, unfortunately too,
Shit.
you can't really use the paddle board or the shoe for a location because like Curtis said,
Yeah, the
it
wind.
floated across the lake, so that gives you no indication.
Right.
It just
Where
the only indication it gives you, in my opinion, is that he's there.
Right.
Now there is like
The shoe
there's
more than the
current
paddle board.
is there a current going through this lake?
There is no current. It's all spring fed. It's a
Wind
naturally
driven.
occurring lake.
I would try by the shore. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if he's going to commit, if you're going to commit suicide, you're not going to jump off in the shore.
Yeah, but I'm saying it might have floated or moved.
Well, no,
The theory is that he's not floating. He stuffed his backpack.
He
with
weighted him.
rocks.
Oh,
weighted himself
okay.
down.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Damn. That's a shame.
Biggest thing is they find him, and then the family can get a little closure, and then
Has some
helps them-
closure.
Yeah.
It helps them move on, and
So
Mhm.
Mark, you are correct with one exception. You literally have to eliminate areas, even if you don't think he's there. You got to go through and say, okay, he's not in this spot. You got to
Process of elimination.
Yeah.
Process of elimination.
So while you're searching, right underneath the pier, and you're looking under a floating dock that's right beside it, there is a chance he could be there, but unlikely. But if you don't search it and you don't find him, and it's
Process
like,
of elimination,
right,
right?
you've got to go through and clear every grid.
Yep.
I mean, you look for the hot spots first, which is what we did today, and then as the hot spots were eliminated, we started just clearing grids. And that's what we're doing in the next few weeks, is just going through and clearing out grids.
Yeah. Oh, I feel bad. I mean,
Yeah, we never saw any fish in there or anything like that, so I don't think there's anything that's going to be chewing on him or anything like
no
that. So
predatorial type animals or nothing like
Yeah.
that.
right.
there were 0 fish in. Well, little
Tadpoles.
little tadpoles
You
and
still
trout,
have crustaceans.
but
Crustaceans.
nothing that's going to be, just
Small minnows, yeah.
Yeah, because like, see, down here in Florida, if you were to do that in the lake, you'd be liable to get
So
mulched
you
on
didn't,
by
you didn't
gators and
see
all
any
kinds of different
freshwater
shit.
crabs or anything, or?
never heard of a freshwater crab.
Oh yeah,
No, there isn't. There's no such thing. I don't think there is.
yes, there is. We've
Yeah,
got
there
a
is. I've had them in my fish tanks before.
Lake Huron.
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
but they're small. They're not big crabs.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not like a mud crab or something like
No.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually sell them at the fish stores for freshwater tanks.
Yeah. I never knew that.
I had 2 of them in the bottom of my tank for a long time. They were
Okay.
just little tiny things. But they
I
were really
only-
good. They were really good for cleaning all the shit up at the bottom of the tank.
Well, I used I had Lecos for that. Them sucker Lecos.
Oh yeah, I had those too. But these guys would just cruise along the bottom of the tank and run around. They eat all the fish crap and everything else.
Yeah.
So Robert Glazier said those dogs are trained well. I've seen them in action before. Yeah, they really are. I was really impressed. Those dogs, their freaking noses were just out there in the water. Well, the other one, I wish I'd filmed him. He was trying to get in the water, and they were holding him back. Yeah, he was trying to get into the water. He wanted in the water.
He knows something.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking it the smell's not enough to come up through the water where a human can smell it, but a dog can pick it up.
Well, yeah, but think about it. A dog can smell another dog a mile away. I
Yeah.
can't smell a
Well,
dog
that's what I'm saying.
6 feet
Obviously,
away.
well, like Curtis said, the smell can come up through the water, but it's obviously not pronounced enough for a human to smell it.
Right.
But a dog can pick up that light smell. of it,
Right.
Because obviously they're
So if
things,
you, so let me put it this way, Justin, you've smelt propane before, right? You know,
Oh,
they
yeah.
add odorant to propane.
right.
You can release propane, and as soon as it's in the air, you know, within 3 to 4 seconds, depending on how windy it is, that smell goes away. It's because it dissipates into the air.
Yes, it
Well,
does. Yep.
it's the same way with a decomposing body. The smell is going to come up through the water and be released into the air, and then it's going to dissipate. And then you have to look into things like they said the cold was really important. I should get a hold of this guy and do an interview with him. It might be interesting. You guys might like that. You know, he may do that for me.
I like watching interviews.
But well, I just bring him on Paul's show, and we could ask him questions.
Sure.
That kind of deal.
Cool. That'd be cool.
But he said that the cold it makes it difficult. It's better in warm weather than it is cold weather, and then the direction of wind is what always throws it off. But yeah, the smells will you can go up to a lake and smell stuff that's coming up off the bottom.
Interesting.
We have methane. There's a methane leak in up in Alki Beach in Seattle, and it's a naturally occurring methane leak, and you can smell it.
Yeah,
You
'cause
go
it
out there some
bubbles up.
days, and it's like, wow, that's some methane. You can see the bubbles too.
And that is true, Mark, because if the water's really, really cold, yeah, it could be holding off the decomposition. For sure.
Hmm.
I mean, it's just like freezing, you know, any meats or bodies
Yeah,
or
it's-
anything. You're in cold
Yeah,
enough
but-
water.
What would the decomposition take in water like that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If
Would
it's,
there-
if it's super cold though, it would, I'm
Hey,
assuming. it would-
Curtis, your ROV, does it have a temperature gauge when you were down in the water?
You know it does, and I didn't think to check. To be
Oh,
honest with you,
I was just
there was a so there was a floating rubber duck on one of the docks in the water, and I thought somebody just lost it, so I walked over to pick it up. Turned out on the bottom of it was a temperature gauge, and it said 42 degrees.
okay.
It was,
Now,
it
have
was
you-
it was tied to a ladder where you climb in the water.
Have you like combed back through the video? Cause you know how sometimes you'll comb back through video and you'll see shit. you didn't
Exactly.
see up
I
there?
have not done that yet.
That's why I'm curious is maybe.
I
you'll actually
literally
see
just got
something.
home and you guys were on the air, and I told Paul this morning I would jump on
Yep,
as soon as I
Yeah,
could.
and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause cause you know how that is, you know, sometimes even with drone footage, you'll go back through it and you'll be like, oh shit, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
You know?
it's,
see different-
it's exactly the same way. Yeah, you put it up on a larger, big 30-inch screen, and you start watching the corners and things that you might not have seen when you're looking at an iPad out in the sun. So yeah,
Right.
no, I will go back through all the footage and see what else I can find. But I'm fairly confident because I would go in a direct straight line and keep my heading at 180 degrees, and then I would come back and do another line at 185 degrees and 190 degrees, and just kind of work my way around the compass that way, always going out 240 feet and 40 feet down.
William, what's up, man?
So it
I
was
think
always,
that's awesome that you're helping them out. I think that's
Oh, thanks,
really
man.
awesome. Yep. Just wish you had that other one that you said that would really help you, but
Yeah, if
Maybe
you had
down the road you can.
$200,000 ROV, you know.
yeah,
40,000, just 40, Paul, not
Yeah, but
200,000.
what I'm talking about one that's got side scanning, radar, and everything
Yeah.
else. You know.
yeah. But
You
still,
know, it's entirely possible. I mean, the guys that I was working with today were talking about how beneficial this is to their workflow and how they're doing things. That
there you go. Maybe you
and-
can deem it possible that you can get a loan or a grant, maybe.
Yeah.
And, but still, it's awesome that you're helping them.
What's
out.
up, Dustin?
And these guys are getting asked
Dustin.
to be flown, or kind of like, you know, what Ron was saying this morning about maybe flying me out to do something. These guys,
Mhm.
a lot of times they will, the dog guy who has the two dogs, him and his daughter, they got paid for their trip up here and their time up here.
The
Yeah.
family paid them, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah. And the family, by the way, the family offered to pay us and we declined.
Now that's awesome, bro. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
It's less than 30 minutes from my house.
You're in a unique situation where it's not necessarily your job, but it's high on your interest list.
Yeah.
You should be reaching out to some of the high-tech manufacturers of those drones and say, hey, listen, I'm showing these to people. I'm demonstrating these to people. I'm using them. What are you guys going to do for me?
Oh yeah, you never know. Then
I've already talked to QIC. One of the things.
Question.
Go ahead.
I got a question, Curtis. Now, not to ask or anything. Sorry if I do. If you don't want to tell me, it's cool. Did you know these people?
No, not at all. So what had happened was earlier this summer, I did a simulated rescue with so I've been talking to one of the divers online, and he's pretty big up there as far as search and recovery. And one of the things that we always seem to have a lot of problems with is cars in a storm rolling off one of the ferry boats. We have several ferry boats runs up here. So what they've done is they've taken a Volkswagen body and they put it in a very particular spot. I think it's in 40 foot of water. It's not bad. But they put a mannequin in there and they will train other divers. So I went out with them one time, and a lot of times the water will be, 140 to 240, 300 feet. Well, for a diver to go more than 100 feet, he's got to have nitrogen, which means he's got to take time to get down there. He's only got a certain amount of time down there. Then he's got to take decompression time to come back up. So he doesn't have that much time on spot. So we went out there with the idea of sending the ROV down, which we simulated. Again, it's only, just 40 feet of water here looking at this. But I went down, took video of the mannequin of where it was it passenger side, driver's side, was the door open, was the window busted. I assessed and reconned the situation for them so that they went in the water and they knew exactly where they needed to go and exactly what they needed to do. They were able to more efficiently deal with the situation at hand. Do they need to take like the Jaws of Life down there? They have a mechanical version of that where they can rip a door open, or is the door already open, or is it on its side? What is the situation of the vehicle that's in
Is
the
the
water?
window down or the window up? And yeah.
Do they need to bring something down to break the glass to get inside? And the other thing that I learned is they, in a case like that where it's a deep dive team, the deep dive team goes down. They bring the body up to about between 100 to 100 or 60 feet, between 60 and 100 feet, I should say. And then a second team will go down and they will put it in a body bag, and then they will surface the body. They never bring a body up unless it's in a bag. And Paul, you know why?
Yep.
Right.
It's like cooked chicken. You grab it and it pulls apart.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they will always bag the body underwater.
Easier to slip them when they're in the water into a bag, zip the bag, and it's got to Yep.
I remember that.
So anyway, I had done work with these divers before and talked with them, and we did this practice dive, and they saw the real value in it. So when this came up, when this thing came up, they were like, "Hey, let's get Curtis and his team down here and see what we can do."
Hi guys.
Hey, how you doing, Ninja?
Hello.
Hey, Carlos. I wouldn't call you a ninja, but
So the divers impressed with your abilities?
Oh yeah, they were very happy with what we did today.
yeah, I would have been too. I mean, that's awesome. Okay, Justin. When is that? How long is that?
That's not for another
Hour
and a
40
half.
minutes.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I got
hour and a
some
half,
things
good.
I'm gonna do, and then I'll see you guys around that time.
All right, man. See you then, bud.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I think you're on the right track to provide not only a teaching moment and a learning moment for yourself, but teaching other people that try to do search and recovery and that kind of thing of the capabilities that equipment like you have is available.
I think it's cool that he's going through, like when you go onto a work site, like a work method, that's what he's
Right.
doing. And that's what you do in the process before, you assess, how do you go through the elimination.
how to best utilize these tools. Yeah,
Right.
I didn't want to just come in and go, oh, we're going to take over, all the
Yeah.
divers' jobs.
Yeah,
and stuff
and
like
let's
that.
go.
I wanted to
Yeah.
figure out how to work in and would it be valuable for them, and they see some great value in what we're doing. Honestly, if somebody wanted to get into this, the thing I would tell you right off the bat is the waiting game is a lot longer than what you think it will be.
Right. Right.
We
But
sat
I
on
like
that
how you're
dock.
handling it. I like
The
how you're
second-
handling it.
The second part of the video where Jim and I were standing there, we were just sitting there freezing our butts off
Oh, I bet.
while we're waiting. We don't want to distract the dog. We don't want to put the ROVs in the water and distract the dog. We didn't want to mess
Right.
up any of the side scan sonar stuff by sending out pings or anything like that with them in the water. So you show up to this thing, you want to be on time, you want to be professional, but at the same time, there's a lot of sitting around and waiting, which is not fun. I'm going to tell you,
Yeah.
especially
No,
when you're out in the
I
cold.
like how you're handling it though. I mean, that's
Well,
pretty
thank you.
cool.
Now, if I could only get my webcam to work.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. You're doing all this, and your webcam ain't working. What the hell?
I didn't even think about it. Hang on.
Oh wow. No, that's pretty cool. I like that. I want to go to Bora Bora. See that, Paul? Beautiful.
Yeah.
And they're all huts that you can rent.
Rent them out. Yep. Well, you get a place like that and everything's for rent.
Yeah, true. Right.
There's
There we go.
Curtis.
There he is. What's up, big guy?
I think it was better with the camera off.
Yeah, me too. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm good with you busting my chops. Don't worry about it.
Hey, I'm good with
Oh,
busting my
these
chops, too.
these divers, man, they were busting each other's chops like you wouldn't believe. You think we get hard on you, Tim? Oh my God! And
Wow.
these guys are hardcore, man. I don't
Now,
want to say
what was their visibility? What was their visibility like?
same as
pretty
mine.
much-
At times it would be 8 feet. At times it would be 3 feet.
Wow.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yep.
I mean, I've seen dead bodies, after being in water for a month. So I couldn't imagine what them guys go through. Oh, no. Fuck that.
Well, the difference between the difference between me and them is they've trained for this.
Yeah.
I
And you're
didn't-
not. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't
didn't-
trained
yeah.
for it either. Yeah.
I didn't. They went into it knowing this is what they want to do,
Right.
and they're all except for the guys that are retired now, obviously. But they're all doing this. They just do this also on their in their sidelines, just outside of the job.
Yeah.
And they, you get a certain amount of satisfaction knowing you've done something. Even today, we didn't find the body, but there's some great satisfaction knowing that in a lake that's a mile circumference, that he's not in these areas.
Right.
So
Process of elimination.
yeah,
That's
process of elimination. So it's a really good feeling knowing that you're helping somebody else. And so I get it why they do it. It makes total sense to me.
I mean, with me, when I first had that happen to me, I mean, I had to go and talk to somebody afterwards. So I don't wish that upon anybody. But if you're trained to do it, yeah, that's cool. But not good. But it was messed up. No, I won't even say it. But yeah, what you're going to see, are you going to be prepared for that? Are you okay with that? I mean, I know you're doing this and helping them out and everything.
I've talked with quite a few friends that do this for a living. Not these guys, but people that I deal with pretty regularly that have done this kind of thing. Maybe not specifically this, but do the rescue thing. And
Can I just say, nothing ever prepares you for what you'll probably witness. What will happen though, obviously you'll get treatment afterwards, if you need it. But you all just remember the reason you're doing it, and that should spur you on.
That's a good response to it. The thing that I think I'm going to help me deal with it is and my friend, and I mentioned this before, my friend who's a fireman in New Jersey, he said, go in expecting the absolute worst.
Yeah, because many years ago, when I was about 15, there was a family that went missing, and obviously everybody came around to go hunting for them. And me and my mate found the car, and the dad had killed the kids, killed himself.
Oh no.
Yeah. That was not a good find.
This has got to be the most depressing live stream ever. We're talking about dead people.
Yeah, right. My brother went to an accident in this accident, and then he found out it was Eddie, our school friend, and he found his shoe. And my brother Troy, he came home, didn't say anything. He was just holding the shoe. He had to go and talk to somebody. I had to go because it was a friend of mine. I had to go get somebody. He drowned by accident, but I mean, I'm just wondering, like, Curtis, if you're prepared for everything. You might be prepared, and you say you're prepared to see it, but you might need to reach out afterwards, bro. I mean, seriously.
Well, I very well may. I'm not going to say that I won't. Right. I won't need to go seek psychiatric help or something like that, or I may need to, sit down with my buddies and just have a chat about this or something along those lines. I'm not saying that I'm not going to need that, but I see a real need in this. And it's not it's not an industry. What should this be called? In this service, I see a real need for the tools that I have. So it's something I am going to deal with.
You want to do, and you want to deal with it. So yeah, I understand that. Totally.
So yeah, I got these knowing that at a certain point there was going to be a situation like this come up where somebody was going to say, "Hey, can you?" And I'm going to say yes. I wasn't actively seeking the situation out. I was, I was perfectly happy finding cell phones and and fighting with crabs all the time.
Well, it'd be the same thing if you're looking for a cell phone and then you're not even wanting to do this or help anybody like you are now. What if you were just doing that and you found a dead body, you come across it? It'll be just like that. But now,
now that you mentioned cell phones, Curtis, you might tell them that there's money to be made in finding cell phones.
Yeah, you can take them to Walmart and they have a little kiosk. Not every Walmart has it. So
you
Walmart, put it in there. There's precious metals in there that are, and I forget what they are. They're thuranium and something else, and they can extract those. Huh?
There's gold in every cell phone, so you have a percentage of gold.
Yeah, and iPhones pay more than Samsung does. But yeah, you just stick it in there and it figures out what you have and pays you.
I didn't know.
No, I applaud you. I applaud you.
Like Darth Vader there, Carlos.
Yeah, well, I'm helping out people right now. I'm Vikings helping Vikings, so I'm out helping people. So I'm wearing this.
Okay.
But apparently no one else is wearing it. I just want to be safe. I mean, I got to wear this at work, so.
Shouldn't you?
Well, if you want to be safe, put it over your nose.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. No, I applaud you, Curtis, for doing that.
My only advice to Curtis is that once it's over, talk, and don't give up talking, and just take any chat. Anyone that wants to offer help and talk to you, just take it, because being silent is what, letting it fester is what will hurt more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like my best friend. When that happened, it took like 2 years for it to finally hit me. But it was one mention of something. We were around a bunch of friends, and I fucking lost it. I had to walk away. And it hit me 2 years later. So Yeah, you never know.
Go and get your food. Go on.
Curtis, have you ever had to go out and look for drones lost in the water?
I have, so I know some locations.
Have you ever lost drones like that phone?
Can you make it to Port Huron?
Everybody has.
Can you make
Do
it?
I
to
know a
Port
guy named
Huron?
Paul Murray that has lost one in the water?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say, Carlos, I like your hat. I like your Seahawks logo.
Oh, thank you. I like your hat as well.
Yeah, I got my Seahawks logo on.
I used to have that, just my thing broke. So I'm gonna try to get a new one.
Where's
My
your
legs
Philadelphia Eagles hat?
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
a Pennsylvania boy.
Yeah,
What's
you
wrong
go.
with you?
Oh,
Haven't
come
you seen
on.
them?
I don't,
Maybe the Big Lebowski.
Seahawks are great.
Talking about sport, Dominic, what the hell's going
Yeah.
on in Australian football or soccer?
Okay. The explanation. Do you know the explanation behind that?
Yeah, your fans are thugs, run on the pitch, try
No,
to
but
attack
do you
the
know
goalkeeper.
why there was a? Do you know why there was an outcry?
It was a local derby
oh,
where
boy, how did you?
It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with the two teams. Basically, what happened was
Not yet.
the situation
No.
was
Oh,
the. Let me finish. The situation was originally the team that finished on top got to choose where the grand final was played. Now, what's happened the next 3 years? Sydney has taken that over, and everybody doesn't like it. And there was a mass walkout at every other ground. I'm not justifying what happened. I know it's wrong, but if they didn't do what they did, we wouldn't have that problem, is all I'm going to say.
yeah, but are we talking about the same game here, the Melbourne derby?
Melbourne Victory versus Melbourne United.
Yeah,
Not Melbourne
'cause-
United, Melbourne.
What I really want to know is where the bloody hell did the fan get a metal bucket from to whack the referee?
As I said, I'm not justifying that. All I'm justifying is I'm justifying there was a walkout. It does look bad on the game. And I totally agree with you. And they did go a little bit overboard. But it was to do with a boycott of the actual game because the competition had become far too Sydney-centric, and to the point where
Wait a minute, Siggy centric?
Sydney, as in Sydney,
Oh,
Australia.
Sydney, you got it.
Sydney-centric. The term that
Even Tim
the term that
started
a lot of
laughing.
people use.
Oh my god.
That's why everybody just got the shits, because
Why
Sydney
you-
gets
But
Sydney,
what, if
as
it's a
in the
final,
team Sydney.
yeah, but if
it's
it's a
far
final, why
too
is it not
much.
at a neutral venue?
See
Yeah.
what happens when you eat Vegemite?
No, it just boils along that
but-
Sydney FC.
But why is it not at a if it's a final? Why is it not
A-League
at a neutral
club.
venue?
It's
Right,
not,
Mark?
yeah, it's not necessarily neutral venues. It's more the fact that the team that finishes on top in the last couple of years, or since up
Yeah,
until this point, has been where the grand final is held. So if Perth wins it, Perth gets to host it.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that's how they do that.
Yeah,
Well,
only
it's
in
sort
the
of-
A-League.
It's sort of like the
soccer.
It's sort of like the NFL, AFC,
Yeah.
NFC.
They have a
you know,
roaming, and I've got no problem if they want to bring that in the AFL or the NRL.
No, I'm
Because-
saying it's like the NFC and AFC.
Yeah, I know how the NFL does it. Yeah,
guys.
the team that is the
You go wherever they won.
yeah yeah they
Right.
rotate it every
Well, it
year.
does.
So I totally
Right.
agree. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with the team that finishes on top gets to host it. But at the same time, when you're talking from the AFL's point of view, when you've got the Melbourne Cricket Ground, which is it's the largest stadium in Australia. So Melbourne Cricket Ground has to host the AFL Grand
There we go.
Final.
Hey, I'm
No,
happy
I'm
whenever
I'm still up in
Essendon's
there.
not
with
in it.
What
Yeah,
actually happened? Do we have
yeah.
any video footage?
I
to share
totally agree
anything?
with that, Tim. But yeah, and as I said,
One too much.
I'm not justifying or making any justification for the violence. I think it's wrong, but at the same time, I think two wrongs don't make a right, and both situations were wrong. So
Do
that's
we have
how
any
I-
video footage so we can explain to us knobs that are not following?
it would probably get the channel, the video.
we get it.
Fine.
Yeah, you would
It's
get
copyrighted.
taken off live
Just
really
look it
quick.
up. You can easily find it, and if not, I think I did share it on Facebook. But if not, it's very easy to find.
Oh, really, Mark? They've
Yeah.
always played at the
You
national
just type
ground at
in
Wembley.
Melbourne, A-League Melbourne Derby or Derby, depending on which country you're from.
Well, the video
And
I
it'll
saw, was,
go-
yeah, the video
show
I
it.
saw of it was metal bucket slamming.
Yeah, as I said, there's no justification in what they did.
But like I said, over here, our finals are always held at Wembley Stadium.
Yes, like our AFL final is always played at the
Oh.
one venue.
Yeah. and
Over
that's how it should
here?
be. Yeah, over here.
Yeah.
I'm
Over
taking
here,
some crumpets.
over here, one teams must gain progress to the final to be held at the Wembley Stadium.
Yeah. But that has that always been that way?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Along
with the A-League, which has been going for 10 years,
Sam.
it's every time rather than having it all the time and then changing it in the last year you've had.
Yeah,
Hello,
So
Sam
I'm
Hayden.
not justifying it.
Sam
but-
Hayden in the chat, brother. How you doing?
Our
Good to see you.
semi-finals are now at Wembley Stadium as well, which I don't agree with. It should be the final of finals. at the
Yeah.
stadium.
I put in the search metal bucket slamming and I come up with a bunch of heavy metal videos.
But you
really?
put in A-League Melbourne Derby brawl or Melbourne Derby, because it happened in the A-League, which is the name of the competition. It was Melbourne Derby, D-E-R-B-Y.
Derby.
Yeah, Derby, depends
Derby.
where you're coming from.
No, it's a derby.
I'm doing good, Sam.
Hey, Sam, are you
Western-
still honeymooning? He just got married not too long ago.
I'm gonna
It's
say,
gonna be his
Western
first Christmas together with
Australia,
his
they call
wife.
it Derby.
Yep.
So Melbourne victory fans stormed the pitch in protest
Yeah.
of A-League moving grand finals to Sydney.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll watch this later.
That is what happened. And as I said, I'm not justifying the violence, but if the APL, which is the governing body of football, soccer, didn't take that approach, this problem wouldn't have happened.
Well, your game won't progress.
Yes.
That's
Good
the
to see you,
problem.
Sam. Yeah, that's his first Christmas
It's
and New
a
Year's
very,
with his
it's
new
a very
wife.
tough topic.
With his new wife.
Because you've got Sydney people that are going to stick up for their Sydney,
Look at
and then
that.
you've got the rest of Australia hating on Sydney because they try and steal everything from everybody else.
Why don't you just move it into the outback?
Gotta go. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, see ya.
Bye,
See ya, Carlos.
Bye, guys.
See you, Carlos. See you,
Move it
Carlos.
to
Yeah,
the outback.
It's a very hard topic to discuss.
I reckon this is gonna they're gonna beat this like a dead horse, and then it's just like all the racist
Yeah, because-
crap in the AFL they just put under the rug.
Yeah.
You know what this
Because,
sounds like?
Soccer is, soccer's hated in Australia.
Yeah, but this sounds
And
like
they did so well. They did so well to get people excited with the Socceroos in the World Cup, and instead of trying to grow the game here, the APL, which is the governing body, then tries something which was really stupid, and it's put the game right back to where it was.
Yeah, but it
Instead of
depends what
building.
you call by stupid. If they're moving it to a neutral venue, a final should always be at a neutral venue. Should always
Not in sport down here.
Yeah, but
I'm
it
doing
should.
good, Sam.
Yeah.
I just-
No team in the final should have a home advantage.
Well, then it's going to be hard. One,
How can you?
okay, in Australia? One, the way sports.
Where do the Socceroos play?
They're international. They're international. Socceroos.
They
are-
go around the country.
Oh, they don't have their own stadium like we
No.
do.
No, they don't have a base. They're international. They play different countries. Socceroos.
Yeah, I get that.
They go-
Because
they
obviously
fly-
England play different
They,
countries.
they've played in Queensland. They've played in New South Wales. They've played in
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Victoria.
that's
They've
the other
played in
thing as
South
well.
Australia.
All our England games are all played at Wembley Stadium.
Oh, I
Oh.
totally agree.
And
But
same in Wales. All the Welsh games,
what,
the Wales
what, I,
games,
what I'm
are
trying
played
to
at
say
Millennium
is,
Stadium.
Oh hell no! You see that guy standing right there? Oh hell no!
What the hell's that?
no, what I'm trying to say is the way sport is marketed in
Oh.
this country, it always goes to the biggest stadium because they want the maximum amount of bums on seats.
Well, that's what it should be.
Can I
and the
interrupt for just a
maximum amount
second?
of bums
Yeah,
on
yeah,
seats
go ahead,
is
Curtis.
Melbourne.
Go ahead, Curtis.
I just want to say
Sorry,
this
no.
is the most animated vocal that I've ever heard, Dominic. I'm just blown away.
Yeah, I haven't
Because,
seen him. like,
I'm, as I said, I'm not defending anybody.
To be honest, Dominic, it sounds
He's
my
passionate.
area,
I love
so
it. He's
I'll
passionate.
comment on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
it sounds like you
he's the
guys,
same way with Vegemite.
he's
No.
focused. Yep.
but it sounds like you guys could be the same as the Blackpool fans and the Blackburn fans. Yeah, when they got upset, when Blackpool fans got upset about their owner, they covered the football pitch in
Hey,
tennis
hey,
balls.
David, be careful when you're saying Black Ford instead of saying Black Poor fans.
So Blackpool
Pool, pool.
and
So
Blackburn.
my point being is, Dominic, you need to do
Blackpool
a
is the
show.
name of
You
the-
need to do a live show
Yeah,
about
and
this.
then there's Blackburn.
Dominic and David should get together and do a soccer show.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I know.
Dominic can like act like Millwall.
Yeah,
and
Well,
David
you've heard
can
of
be-
Millwall then?
yeah.
They got
all-
Millwall is world famous.
I guarantee you there's more soccer fans than there are drone fans.
But
Millwall is like, man, they used to. Oh my God, talk about passionate.
But this-
I know FA about soccer, really.
yeah, but this one will actually get you all guys wondering what the hell. Right? The Blackburn fans, when they were upset at their owners, believe a load of chickens. Nobody knows how they managed to get them into the ground.
Hey,
Oh, my
Curtis, is
God.
it me or does his accent sounds like the black bum people? You know.
Yep, I know.
Yeah, I'm not saying nothing to that.
Between Dominic
But,
going off on
actually-
this thing and David's accent, I'm having a blast.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just sitting
here's-
back. Oh,
here's
okay.
one.
I don't know what they're
Black-
talking about.
Blackburn.
Tim might have heard of this, but there is an AFL club where they played really badly, and a huge truckload of manure.
Don't say it. Who they are?
No, no, it's not Collingwood.
No, I know it's not Collingwood. I know who it is. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
it starts with the letter R.
about.
And it's a place. It's a suburb or town in Virginia,
Yep.
and what had happened was at their training ground, someone sent them a huge truckload of manure to
It got dumped right on the
Yeah.
ground.
yeah, yep.
I'm beginning to think that the English football hooliganism of the 80s that got us banned from playing in Europe and across the world, yeah, was probably not as bad as you guys have got it.
Well, here's another one for you. Tim might have heard this one as well. Marshmallows were thrown at one of the AFL coaches.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, we get coin throwing and stuff. I mean, back it.
The ground was flooded with marshmallows.
Well,
And that
talking
was
about-
well purposed.
But
well
talking
done.
about
He
Millwall,
deserved it too.
yeah,
I know you did.
talking about Millwall, many years ago, We were playing Millwall at Deepdale, and we was winning 3-0 at half time.
Wait, you're playing where? Deep what?
Deepdale.
Dipdale.
Deepdale.
Deepdale. Okay.
Deep Dale. Okay.
That sounds like a male porn star.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
the oldest football ground in the world. So
That's
It's
like
also-
Dick Johnson.
right.
Dick Johnson.
Anyway,
He's also a male porn
Millwall
star.
fan purchased a pie at half time, and in his wisdom decided to launch it into the home end, thinking that maybe it'd explode and maybe burn a few people. But what happened was a Preston fan managed to grab hold of it, took a bite, and threw it back.
And they never found David.
Yeah.
That was one you got away with, right, David?
Yeah.
Deep
I've
Dale.
never caused any trouble at football. Shut up, Laura.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I have, and I'm not putting my camera on for this, accidentally knocked out a referee.
Accidentally.
Accidentally.
Because what happened, we played Burnley, one of our local rivals, and the players had gone down the tunnel and a fight broke out. So all the fans were like going, yeah, go on, fight, as they do. And I thought punching the tunnel, I'd be all right. Joe, you're just making a bit of a bang. But I didn't. I missed the metal bit and actually hit the plastic bit. Unbeknown to me, the referee was on the other side, and I got him right on the back of the head and took him out.
That is a shame. Guy's still thinking about it that he can't remember. They made
my question is,
they made a good movie about your sport, David. It's called The Green Hooligans.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
so my question is, why do you call it football? Why do you not call it soccer?
Because we
It's
played
footy.
with our feet.
It's footy.
We don't pick the only time the ball is picked up is by the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
But where he then kicks it
Well, wait.
out of his hands, or
For the referee.
when there's a throw in.
Yeah, throw in. You got
A
in.
throw
kick,
in?
You got all
But
kinds.
we don't pick it up and run with it. We leave it on the floor. We pass it around with our feet.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
Football.
Well, it's like AFL. They call it
As I've
aerial
stated to
football.
many people, to keep many people happy, I'll call soccer football, but our football is AFL. So that's how I'll delineate. the
Well,
two.
do you guys
Aerial.
do you have over there soccer moms?
No.
Yes,
Yes.
we
Yes.
have them.
So
Mhm.
you have soccer moms, but they don't play soccer; they play football.
Most people call it soccer
They-
here.
They do play soccer. They do play soccer.
why
We
can't
got
they
some-
make it-
Well,
why
I
can't they make
just
up their
want to
mind
point
and call
out
it
to
one
you
thing?
guys, yeah, the word soccer was actually the original name for football. It came from association football. That's where they got
Yeah.
it from. However, we as British fans call it football.
Yeah,
It's
You
like
gotta watch the
When
movie
you're
Green
allowed to-
Hooligans, David.
yeah, there was for a while football clubs tried to change the football grounds, yeah, to arenas. So you was getting like the Derby County Arena or the Arsenal Arena, and it was like you can shove that American crap back over that way. They are
Yeah.
football grounds, they are football stadia, they are battlegrounds.
yeah,
That is it.
yeah, yeah. And down here, football is religion.
Curtis, I think they're
Yes.
pretty passionate about that, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay out of it.
Can I just point
So
out?
we're trying to give you our perspective.
Well, this is
of
my
our sport.
perspective.
Right,
I am from the
you'll
town
give
of
your
Preston.
perspective of yours.
Yeah, I'm originally from the town of Preston, which was called
Yeah, sorry.
Priest Town.
Yeah.
Because it was the first place of the priests in the UK and one of the longest roads in the UK still there.
There
The
you go,
old-
David. I'll put it in the chat. Check that out.
And
I will do.
Green Hooligans.
Right. But my church is Deepdale. That is the home of my religion.
oh, good.
My
But,
religion is right here. My religion is right here. They don't need a book, a building, nothing.
Your religion is
Actually, what another thing.
And I'll tell you
and
one
this-
more
this
thing.
is more-
Tim's Holy Grail is always full.
Yep.
Tim, I love
Yeah.
you, brother. I love
And
you.
empty.
Okay.
And
I'm going
empty.
to tell you one more
Love
American.
you too, Curtis.
Yeah.
It was just right there. It was low hanging fruit. I had to go for
Yeah,
it.
it was.
Right.
It was.
One more Americanism that
Hmm.
I hate in our football. And Dominic,
I
if you
love
don't
Gaelic
agree with-
football.
yeah, if you don't understand this, then you're not a football fan. Half and half scarves. You know, half one team, half the other team.
Yeah, Mark. Yeah, Mark.
I
Exactly.
couldn't do that.
Who invented that? Why did they bring it over here? And will they just piss off?
Because they wanted it to get under your skin, David.
I would never wear a scarf that said Preston on one side, Blackpool on the other.
Yeah,
Never,
it'd be.
ever.
Tim, could you wear a Collingwood and an Essendon scarf?
Fuck off.
He wouldn't wear a
Exactly.
scarf. What are you talking about?
Collingswood, yes. Essendon, no.
So-
They can go
so-
get.
You
So
can't.
Dominic,
you can't
David, I
wear-
have another question. Hang on.
Okay.
Mark, in the comments, Mark White said throwing marshmallows, they didn't go very far. They just about reached the edge of the pitch. What is the pitch?
That's what they play on.
That's
The
a pitches.
You don't call it
It's
a
the
field.
ground in the middle.
They don't
Yeah.
call it a field. They call it a pitch.
It's like a pitcher's mound. Pitcher's mound,
Football pitch.
pitch.
Pitch is
I
the
can't
football
keep up.
ground. You're out.
Hey, Jody, how are you, buddy?
You see,
just
we have
just
football
another-
pitches, but we have cricket pitches, and we
Yeah.
have association rugby fields.
Yeah, because
I
we've got
No,
rugby
it's all the
here.
same thing. You
No,
play
no,
the.
no.
yeah.
It's different. A pitch is well
Yeah,
cut.
pitch is different to the pitch
Yeah.
is a cricket
A
pitch.
pitch
That's
is
how I
well
would do
cut
it.
and well rolled.
Yeah,
That is a pitch.
Yep.
A field is allowed to naturally grow and is only cut to a certain level because in rugby they need to have more grip in the floor, where football they don't.
yeah.
Well, they
Yeah,
use
I'm
the
out of my
same
league,
grounds
Paul.
over
Cricket
here.
pitches,
Out of my league.
lower in terms of grass height.
Curtis, are you
They're very
understand?
passionate, Curtis. They're very passionate.
You know what? I totally appreciate the passion. I'm trying to follow.
I live over here and I
just-
still
I
can't
just
follow
wanna-
you, Curtis.
I just
If
want to
any of
throw
you
one, throw
guys-
one out to Curtis. You had Seattle Seahawks on your on a cap earlier.
Right. Yeah.
Would you
team
wear
that I
another team
follow-
on that? Would you
The
wear
team
another
that I
team?
follow in the
One at a
AFL
time.
is
One
called
at
the
a time.
Hawks.
Your hand up to speak.
Dominic, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out to Curtis that he had Seahawks. The team I follow in the AFL has Hawks in it. It's called the Hawks.
Now, Curtis.
Yeah, we don't talk about the Hawks up here.
Okay. Now, Curtis.
They're
They're good.
Hey, David's turn now.
Right,
David,
Curtis. Your
There you
team
go,
will have a
David.
rival, yes?
Yeah. The 49ers and we lost.
Right. Would you wear a 49ers half and half scarf with the Hawks?
What is a
Hawks
half and
one
half
side,
scarf?
49 Niners on the other side.
you gotta remember over there, they're big into wearing scarves.
Half another
A
team.
scarf with half of the
We got-
team you hate and half of the team you barrack for.
No,
No, we
No, I
wouldn't
wouldn't
do that. here.
Exactly. And yet they've brought it over here, this American thing. And it's like you're seeing people walking around with a Man United and a Liverpool scarf. You put them fans together, you're getting a bloodbath.
Well,
Yeah,
But why are these people walking around with them? It's
but
like,
here's my question, David, is what Americans are over there wearing soccer scarves?
football scarves.
Yeah, who the hell is wearing them, you know?
Exactly.
Well,
We
well
were in a
David,
cold
that's the
country.
same as
Everybody wears a
David.
scarf.
David, that's the same as Collingwood and Essendon. They got the same colors, but do not wear something that says Essendon.
So my best
I got
friend
the
at work
Collinsworth.
is a Cowboys fan, Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yep.
I would never attack
Oh,
him.
Dallas Cowboys. Let's not talk about.
Well, I would never attack a Blackpool fan unless I'm sat in the stadium and their team scores and he gets up and celebrates next to me. Then he's going to get lynched.
Yeah,
Right? Not just
exactly.
by me, but by
Yeah.
everybody, because you
But
shouldn't be there.
David, just you talking about black poo, I think they need to go to a proctologist, you know?
Yeah.
Because if it's coming out like tar, you know, you got a problem.
Yeah, right, Mark. They do that here, bro.
Blackpool.
They do that here.
There you go.
Yeah, but you don't sit in between. You wouldn't go to a Blackpool game and sit where all Blackpool around you, would you?
No, you go in the away end.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the away
So they've got
side. Yeah.
segregations in the stadiums.
Yeah, but I'll put it this way. Earlier this season, when we played Blackpool, Blackpool decided they were going to only give us 2,000 tickets for the away
been there,
end,
done that.
right? Where normally they would give us 4,000.
Yeah.
We normally give the away team 6,000 tickets. So in
How big is the
retaliation-
stadium?
Yeah. In retaliation, we've decided they can have 2,000 tickets and we're going to fill the other half of that stand with the home fans.
How big is the stadium, David?
23,500.
Okay.
That's not. Well, that's probably like Brisbane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not,
Metricon Stadium.
it's
Yeah.
designed that if we get into the top league, it can be expanded.
Hmm.
Hey, Laura, you're asked, is this subject finished yet? You know, if you reach over and maybe smack David in the back of the head.
Smack him in the back of the head.
Yeah, disconnect him.
That won't
I
work.
think we could go on all day with this comment.
That won't work. Trust me.
You two need to start a live show right
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
We talk sport.
Yeah.
In a
Sports
language
channel
nobody
goes rogue.
understands.
The
Yep.
only problem is me and Dominic could end up agreeing with each other, so they won't be entertaining.
Oh,
You know,
I wouldn't be.
I cannot believe that you two would agree with anything.
No, we
No.
do. We do. We agree with no half and half scarves. We
You're
don't
right, Paul.
be attacking players and stuff
Now,
like that.
3 hours later, they're still going at it, Tim. You know what I mean?
But what I will say is,
Right.
what's encouraging mine and Dominic's debate is you guys that don't
English
understand
muffins.
it. We can just be passionate.
You're passionate, all right.
Like last weekend, everybody thought I'd be upset that England lost. Hell no. Preston beat our local rivals Blackburn 4-1.
Yeah.
So that's it. It's happy days.
Okay, here's a question for the two of you. Who's going to win tomorrow?
Blackpool.
No. I'm
No,
talking about the
Argentina versus France.
yep.
France.
Argentina or France?
France.
See, this is a
Yeah,
hard
I'd probably lean towards France.
Right. This is a hard one because I hate the French.
Yeah.
France are going to win. France will win.
We hate the French frog-legged,
Frog-legged
People.
people.
Oh my
French
God.
frog, like, yeah.
However, Argentina pissed us off when they tried to nick one of our countries. So,
Yeah. The Falklands War.
and it's never been forgotten.
It's a shame. It's a shame the final wasn't Argentina versus England. That would have been
Yeah.
very interesting.
Got
Yeah,
to
it
think,
would be.
the final may have not have happened.
Yeah. It would have been better if it was Nigeria versus Germany. That would have been funnier.
You know what? It'd have been
Oh,
better.
Nigeria? Yeah.
Yeah. Just take the first three letters of each country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a good sort, though. Nigeria's all right.
But whatever happens tomorrow, I don't care.
Mm.
I can't believe that.
I won't even be watching it.
I can't believe that. You'll be tuning
No.
in.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, the timing.
They'll have it in the
The
background.
timing for
No.
me is going to be a little bit too hard.
I'll tell you why I won't watch it. I don't like either team. Yeah, I also see dead people watching this game if I watched it. Right?
Yeah, he is, David.
There's no
Yes.
interest. There is no interest.
Yes, AZ.
If
He's going live, I don't know, like in an hour.
An hour,
Okay.
an hour and small change.
8:00, I think he said, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in an hour
Yeah.
he's going live.
And both Dominic and David are going to continue the
Yeah,
conversation.
That's another thing.
Justin's
right?
God.
Let's
Oh,
just
God.
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
say
yeah.
it.
We'll
No, no,
continue
no.
it on
What-
Justin's show.
right.
We'll talk about
No, no, no.
English
No.
Australian sport.
I'm going to end this now with the
Let's
last
talk
thing.
about sex.
No. Let's talk about one last thing, right? Because
Oh,
March.
here we go. One
God.
last thing.
This is why Argentina can't win, because Maradona, their greatest player, is a dirty, cheating. I won't swear.
Tell us what you really think.
No, I
Yeah.
can't.
Don't hold
Right?
back.
That hand of God in the
Yeah.
80s.
1986.
I hope somebody tomorrow does the same to them,
Fucking hell.
and that both teams lose.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, Laura, are you into this?
I'm gonna.
Oh, Jesus.
I've got pictures of
Thank
Laura.
God.
Excuse me, but I've got pictures of Laura at Deepdale in front of the advertising boardings with all the
At
P&E
8 a.m.
and stuff.
Holy fuck.
I've got pictures of her in Preston shirts, so she can't say nothing.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
I got Collingswood squash. It's in my room.
Now, you've all got to ask Laura this one question. Ask her to sing the song, yeah, Shim Shiminy, Shim Shiminy, Shim Shim Sharoo.
No.
Did you
Just
see
can't.
what Curtis changed his name to?
Yeah.
I
But-
see dead.
Yeah, I see dead people. Fuck me dead. I feel dead right now.
Hey, everybody, I'm
Over.
gonna close it down.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
over.
Yeah, we've done it all. Best
Yeah,
thing to
yeah.
do is follow Tim over to Justin's channel. Dominic,
continue
Nobody
there.
follow me. Nobody follow me.
Yeah, we're gonna continue at another time. So
David,
I
and
like stumble
Dominic.
into the doorway.
I'll be
I'm
honest.
outta here.
I'll be
So,
honest. We're not going to continue another time because there's only so much you can do about it.
Hey,
We're
Curtis,
just going round
again.
and round in circles.
Bye bye.
Curtis,
Curtis,
good luck with you on your deep dive recovery and
Curtis, again, notable, man. I like what you're doing.
And I hope me and Dominic have taken your mind off it.
I think my mind's mush right now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
right?
if you ever need it, we're here.
Yes, I am. William.
I know you guys are, and I do appreciate it.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
everybody.
Good
Hey,
luck with it
thanks.
all, mate.
Tim,
And take
thanks,
care.
buddy.
Take care,
see all
everybody.
of you- see all of you later.